Yo, how we freaking feeling, man? I hope y'all doing straight. Man, I'm doing okay. It's Sunday night, and I'm preparing for the week ahead. Been having a lot going on from this past week. I haven't really produced much of anything, honestly. No reels, no videos. That's my bad. But we're back at it on this fine Sunday start of the week. We don't start on Monday, we start on Sunday. It's all about preparation. Don't get ready, be ready. So I'm just going to show you guys what I'm looking for the week. I'm going fresh at it, right? This is straight raw. Pause. I haven't looked at anything yet, so I'm going based off what I see. We're both looking at the charts fresh. Let's get at it, man. I don't want to take too much more time. Real quick, let me do that. We're going to transition straight to the charts, man. Straight to it. So, excuse me. So, first thing I'm looking at is UJ. UJ. So, last week, I was expecting this bullish push all the way up here, and I was expecting it. I made a video about this last Sunday. I was expecting it to at least reach these highs. If it goes further, I'm expecting it to come all the way up here, all the way to this negative 27 with my fib, which it didn't go to. It did meet this high right here, and then rejected it. We kind of see it further on this 4-hour time frame where I have this trend line, point A, point B, came to, technically it tried to make a point C, rejected it, but then broke. So that would have been a nice sell opportunity, which I did not take. Man, I was locked in at work all last week. I was locked in, bro. Like, for real, man. So for this week, this coming week, obviously we do have sort of a break of structure right here. Let me take some of this off, man. I don't like too much going on. I don't like too much. Just take some of this stuff off. There we go. So we have broken structure. Really looking at this main low right here when it comes to that break of structure, which it did break below, as well as this moving average right here. So as of right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it does come back up. It may not only come back up here, may pull back a little further and then break to the downside, furthermore breaking these lows or higher lows, previous higher lows. Or it could still maintain this overall bullish play and I don't know, somehow just kind of come up here, respect this moving average and come up there. That's kind of a stretch. I'm pretty much leaning towards sells as they did break that structure as well as broke below the moving average. But I mean, I'm pretty much just playing this out by what it does. Also, we are at this area 159, call it 400, which is pretty significant as we have an area of previous resistance, support and resistance here, some support, resistance, and now coming back there to it. It's just a matter of how it will react to that level. So it could either just completely break below and continue going bearish, or it could respect and go bullish and continue towards those highs that I was talking about earlier. So GU, let's go on the daily. So on the daily, we are bullish. Obviously, I mean, look at all this greenery. We have this fib I have from point A, point B, point C. It stopped at the 0.236% area. Hold on. Do I have something not right? Hold on, bro. There we go. Okay. So it stopped at the 23.6 area on the fib. So typically when it reaches that point and continues to the area of direction, that's pretty much proving the point of the 23.6, which means that once it hits that point, it's sort of a continuation zone. I don't look at it as a PRZ zone or like a major significant zone as a 38.2 or 50% or 61.8. When it comes to 23.6, I expect it to continue moving in that direction. So I'm looking at this as not really a significant pullback or a higher low. It's simply just like a little bing, and then we're gonna keep going. You know, nothing crazy. Small pimple on the way to the upside. So we have this trend line counter trend line to the downside right here. We also had this area of resistance. I was heavily looking at this last week. I did say I was locked in on work, but when I did have the chance to look, I looked at these in hindsight. Was really back testing, looking at this area, and just looking at how clean it was. I mean, this is clean. It's clean structure right here. So it's moves everywhere. It's opportunities everywhere. You could have taken this short. You could have taken this short. You could have taken this long. You could have taken shorts all the way up here. Right there. I mean, hella opportunities. But I did not take part. And we did get those shorts. But then it broke this kind of trend line. And as of right now, we have this higher low. So what am I expecting? Skyrocket. We taking off. And oh man, this is perfect. I got gold next because gold went crazy last week. It started off like this, right? Consolidation out of nowhere. It just, and I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of when. Let me go straight to it, and y'all see all this greenery. Just you see that, man? Y'all see that? And this is how it started. Gold was looking hella ugly at the beginning of the week, where, man, I love this. This is simple market structure. What they teach you, these are the basics right here. I mean, bearish, understood. We have a bearish cycle temporarily. What do we have after that? Consolidation. And then what do we have? That bullish run. These are the constant cycles. It's a constant pattern that we see over and over again. So we did get this nice, hella opportunities, like I said earlier, hella opportunities. all right here. We created an area of support, and then what did it do? Created higher lows, created an area of support. Let me take some of these. There's too much going on. Creating an area of support, higher low. Man, bro, oh my gosh, man. I was looking at this in hindsight, like, oh, there's so many opportunities. It's crazy. So many buying opportunities all throughout here. Man. It's crazy. Crazy, man. I'm still bullish. To say the least. Are these? Oh, shoot. Sorry, we at all-time highs, bro. We just playing it by ear, bro. Man, that junk is crazy. Man, I'ma just move on. Then we got GJ, heavily correlated with UJ, which I mentioned earlier. Let me take some of this off. So as of right now, similar to UJ, we have what began a bullish, higher low. What did it do? Broke structure. Is it right here, which would be this structure, previous higher low, structure low, basically. We're back at that point. So on this pair, it looks a little different. It doesn't really quite look like a complete break of structure. It's still riding above the moving average, something that I'm noticing. So this is a little different, where I'm taking sort of a bullish insight, and I'm more bullish based off what I'm seeing here, considering that we did get this rejection, exhaustion, bearish exhaustion. We're riding above the moving average. We're also currently, temporarily, potentially, respecting this area of previous resistance, support as well, and potentially another area of support. Also 193 for, let's call it 400. right here. So playing it by reaction. However, it reacts to that area. EJ also heavily correlated to UJ and GJ. Sometimes I still wonder, why do I trade all three of these pairs? Seems a little redundant. But we move on. On the daily, bullish from what I'm seeing. But I will say it seems more of a consolidation phase right here, where we're not really going much to the upside or much to the downside. We notice that we have an area of resistance here. And let me scale down so we can see things a little more in detail. So obviously we see the higher lows, right? Play it by what you see, higher lows. So you have this area of support, double bottom, and we're just in the zone. We're just in this area. I'm just seeing all types of stuff. We have this here, but at the same time we have kind of this here. Let me do that black. Where is it? Tripping. We do that black. We do this black. All right. So pretty much in this situation where long term we are bullish, but temporarily we do see some selling activity where we have this counter trend line, we can call it, as well as this area of resistance that are drew on the higher time frames. So it's a matter of how it reacts to this point. Also riding above the moving average as of right now. We're just gonna play it by ear. AU trash. FAU. All right. So lastly, we're gonna go to Bitcoin. I won't lie to y'all. Bitcoin is in shambles, and I'm not biased or nothing like that. I've been a very big advocate for Bitcoin and buying it for the long term. I get it. Temporarily, we are bearish. I mean, look at this. It's breaking structure from what we see on the higher time frame on the daily. It did break structure right here. So as of right now, I won't even lie to y'all. I'm bearish. I'm bearish on Bitcoin, to say the least. I am expecting it to head down here. And as you can see by this area, I was expecting this for a while now. I expected this a long time ago, was for price to reach around 70,000. It is what it is, honestly. That doesn't mean I'm scared. That doesn't mean I'm second guessing Bitcoin at all, honestly. Understand this, that when it comes to these rallies like this is where everybody is optimistic. Everybody gets in. You got all the happy traders, the new traders, or investors, should I say, coming in, just putting money in it because as of right now, it's bullish. Why would it? I put money in it. But understand this as well. When it comes to consolidation like this, when it comes to certain bearish signs, that's where majority of those new buyers or those new investors get out. They get scared, and understandably so. But understand that this bearish situation sometimes it happens as a result of people just pulling out, or maybe it could be new investors, it could be people investing for a while. For me, I've invested in it for around 5 months, something like that. I'm gonna hold because I understand. I've read a lot of news articles on where this could go long term. Also understanding that this area of 70,000 has been projected to be hit for a while, and playing this by a simple support and resistance standpoint, market structure standpoint, when it comes to rallies like this, it has to make some sort of correction. So that's what I'm expecting. We have this area of previous resistance, and I expect it to play as an area of support as price does come back down to the 70,000 area. Now, I'm going to lose money. It is what it is. Let me tell you what. That's not going to stop me from investing more money. When I see selling activity, that means buy for me. I don't get scared. I've gotten to a point where I'm not scared of losing money because I understand the risk to reward standpoint and the risk to reward, how things work. If you want to make certain money, if you want to be a top dog, you want to be a big dog, if you want to be a lion, you got to do what lions do. And sometimes it takes taking that risk. and putting your money in when others are scared, others are nervous, others are skeptical. I'm buying what others are selling. Simple as that. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the breakdown. Appreciate y'all for watching. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.